And the Bears will get us underway with the opening kickoff. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Wants to fire on second down. They're setting up the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Wants to throw on third. Gets it out quickly. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that truck.
He's loose on the right. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
Finds his big tight end. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll give it to the back. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Quarterback making checks. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide.
There he goes to the left. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Baylor! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll run it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Bears!
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the ground with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man downfield. And, boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it.
Get set, get set.
Fullback's got it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And how about the simple run? Like, I believe in my guys. We're going to pound the rock. We're going to get the first down. Nice job by this offense.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that. Back almost intercepted.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Got a man, it's Hook. Pick up a 5, it'll be 3rd down and 5.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Throws for the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The pull and throw off the RPO. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Weeks. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The Bears have it with a 1st-and-10. Running back searching for a hole.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking downfield, it's Byrne. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter. And QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking. But these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Working that left side now. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Gets it out fast. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. The great ones are okay. You want to blitz, I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Byrne. It's complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He'll do it himself. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunky yards, not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well, then fine, I'm going to pull the ball right now and use your aggressiveness against you. But if you want to sit back, then fine, I'm going to give the ball right now and get a little chunky yards.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They'll go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Hauls it in. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Wiggles pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
It's 1st down from the 11. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll run the toss. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
Well, you're down here in the red zone. You know you've got to be able to run the football, so good call going with the toss play. Nice blocking up front. Good patience by the back finding his crease.
Rides to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Off play action. Forced out of the pocket. And he's in for the touchdown.
You get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Byrne. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. A strike downfield. And the Bears in the hurry up.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle and wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Lindsey. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's down at the 25-yard line, waning moments of the first half. It is a 1st down.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the 1st half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more.
Oh, he's got some space. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around. Hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. And I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the 2nd half and start making some plays.
Here's the pressure. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On third down. He'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
You don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to pass. It's Lindsey. Pressure coming. Myers on the move. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to throw, it's Byrne. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. On the run, still looking. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man on the right. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Get it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert third and short. Throws it back. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage forcing that incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Bears will punt this one away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
He's got it. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Offense gets set for second down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after him. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw. It's Lindsey. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Reads it, fires complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Now the play fake. Unleashes to the end zone. And it'll be a touchdown.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. Taking another look just to confirm everything. The officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Florida State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days when Bobby Bowden walked the sidelines, this has not been a blowout today in Tallahassee. They're up by a field goal over Virginia. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep him there. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I wonder about that play call on 3rd and long, maybe just trying to get themselves a little bit more real estate, but it didn't fool the defense. They create another negative play now deep in the opponent's territory. The defense has just been dominant on this drive.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. They go to the ground. Runs for the tackle. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass. It's Lindsey. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Working on the right. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No
figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyway.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll leave it with him. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Back to throw, it's Byrne. Puts it out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Bears line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. The give to the left. Runs through a tackle. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll go right back to him. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's the handoff. Can't get him to the ground. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Might be calling a hot route. The play action fake. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse,
turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. The give is to Williams. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You can tell defense was not buying it. Got in the backfield, got the big play.
Looking to pass. It's Byrne. Using the quick game. Good, solid tackle. The Bears come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Rides the back on the option, the give. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Man, I think back in the day, this is a no-brainer. You're playing the football and believing your defense, but analytics all the time now telling you to be aggressive. I'm interested to watch this play. Obviously, if you're aggressive, you might could run this clock out and end the football game and not have to put your defense back on the field.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on fourth down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting threes up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
He breaks a tackle.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Bears with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. He's got him. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Has to get there to move the sticks. Stops short of the marker. They stop in his defense, and they get the ball back. And now this offense will take the field again.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give, and tick, 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 tick. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Trying play action. Looking to the big tight end. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win.
To the air, it's Byrne. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Going to try to get it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Baylor! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And just like that, the game is completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown. So they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They'll line up for a second down play. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Moves away as he feels pressure. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
They're going to test the right side with this one. There he goes. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Making side adjustments here. Off play action on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Off the play fake. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to get rid of it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the fourth down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
Dropping back, it's Lindsey. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's loose down the middle. And this defense breaks it open as they return it to the house for 6.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Florida State has the lead at this time, but there haven't been quite as many tomahawk chops today as we expected. This is close. They're up by 6 over Virginia. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
Hey, it's go time. We got to put some drives together, down multiple possessions, Jesse. We don't have any time to waste.
Yeah, so at this point of the game, your best players have to touch the football. You've got to dial up plays, getting your biggest playmakers involved now if you're going to win this game.
Might be changing the route. To the air. It's Lindsey. Firing to the right, complete. They made the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. He wants a big play here late. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking down the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Snaps it in the shotgun. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. To the air, it's Lindsey. Going for 6. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Slams it ahead. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. They've got the score, 13 seconds to play, and now they have to recover the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.